to the Mind Your Own Business podcast. With me, I'm Sue Stiles, and I'm so happy to be hosting you today and always. I want to let you know that you are awesome. You rock. You are a rock star. And if you don't have a sister like I do who tells me things like that every once in a while, then I want to be the one saying those things to you. Hear it from me. You are awesome. And when you take a minute and share your gifts with somebody else, that is a real blessing for somebody else. And then when they feel good, then they share themselves with the world. So just by one person, you sharing your gifts with somebody else, you are sharing your gifts with the world. And what a gift. And we need that gift. So I want to encourage you today. I'm cheering you on, and I'm proud of your intention for being here and listening to a podcast. I'm sure I'm not the only podcast you listen to. So I trust you'll take what you need from this podcast, what you'll need to hear, and put it into practice. And today I want to share something that will really help you succeed and put some things into practice. Uh, Speaking about how awesome you are and how you rock, my episode today, I'm going to be talking about how two rocks on the desk can help you build $1 million business. Have you ever heard of that before? No, I don't think you have, because I invented it. And it was invented because, well, let's get to the core of the question. Why don't you have $1 million business yet? Why don't you have $1 million business? Well, there's probably lots of reasons. However, most of those will come down to this one thing I'm going to talk about today, that we do not discipline ourselves. We haven't put a system in place to do the most important work when it comes to building our business. And that is really those daily habits, doing the right things every day, where my two rocks come into play. So I'm going to tell you what they are in a minute. I shared at the beginning of this year with about 5 agents, real estate agents that I know. We sat down, had coffee, and because I just got my real estate license, although I've been in the industry for many years, everyone thinks I have my license already, but um, I have it now. So I'm trying to build my real estate business here in Calgary, Alberta. And so I sat down with many experienced agents that I know and respect and asked them, what advice they would give someone to build up a new real estate business. And I also asked them if at the beginning of the year, if they might have a habit in place where they reach out to all their past clients and offer them a market evaluation on their home or something, whatever their offering is. Did they reach out to their masses on purpose? Have they got a plan in place where they talk to their clients at the beginning of the year? And I wonder if you'll be surprised to hear that I know I was. 4 out of the 5 people did not do any such thing, and sheepishly admitted it. So, listen, I do not judge. I'm been an entrepreneur for many years, so I know what it's like. I'm not here to judge, but I'm just here to reveal to you, if I lift up the curtain behind the scenes and I can tell you, if you were a fly on the wall, wouldn't you have liked to hear the top agents admitting that they did not reach out to all their past clients? And in fact, some of them admitted they really don't do anything on purpose because their clients will just phone them or give them referrals, or, if they're thinking about them or driving by, they might call or reach out. So they feel like the communication happens rather organically. Yes, which is great. But when it comes to, I'll say, those random acts of communication, if you want to build a steady growth in your business, you need to schedule it in. You take a good idea. Sure, maybe you have a conversation with 1 or 2 people and it goes really well, and you think, oh, that was nice. I talked to so and so. Well, there's maybe 5 or 10 other people who would benefit from a conversation like that with you. So these random acts of communication could be scheduled in and be on purpose acts of communication. I always say it's your daily habits that will determine your yearly results. And this is where it comes down to the 2 rocks a day. So if you know, I know you're probably mostly listening on podcasts, but I do record these on video. So if you're on YouTube, and my Sue Styles channel, I have all my podcasts on a playlist, and you'll see I'm holding up quite an ugly rock right now. Well, I have a pair of these, and they're ugly on one side, and they're beautiful, beautiful geodes on the other side. And so here's what I'll challenge you to try. If you have trouble with calling your leads, reaching out, having those daily habits for the most important daily habit every day is put 2 ugly rocks on your desk. And then the action is when you get to your desk in the morning and you've got an overwhelming list, your computer is open, you're responding to everybody else's priorities. You stop and think, wait, I want to get one of those ugly rocks off my desk. Or if you're like me, I want to turn it around and look at the beautiful side. What do I need to do? I need to call one lead. I need to reach out to one person. I need to follow up on one inquiry, do one email, send one card, something that is the most important part of my business. When I do that, I can turn one rock over, or you can take one rock off your desk and just do it for 2 rocks. Then you know. Now, sure, plow into all of your other to-dos and all your other items, but you want to know that you're doing the most important activities first. So just talk to 2 leads a day, 2 people a day, 2 rocks a day. Put them on your desk, 2 rocks a day, then you'll be the best. Make yourself a little jingle so that you don't forget, because if you just talk to 2 people a day, 5 days a week, over a month, how many people is that? 40. So 40 people a month. That is great networking. What if you did that for the whole year? 480 people over the whole year. You know, if I only did business with half that amount of people, that's a $2.5 million year on average for me. How about you? How many clients do you need to have to reach your goals? Can you see how you can make $1 million business just by putting 2 rocks on the desk? I will challenge you to try that. And if you still doubt me, let me pull in another principle of the universe. This is Newton's third law of action. And you'll see if you're on video here, I have what's called a Newton's cradle, third law of motion. And Newton's cradle, it's with those marble balls at the bottom. And if I pull one all the way to the right, it will hit through and affect the other ball. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can see it. And you know, if you know what a Newton's cradle is, one of my favorite things, and I do have it in my office to remind me that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So if I know I'm taking the right actions, I know it's a universal law. I am going to get results. Now, they don't always come, the same way. They don't always come from the same people I'm talking to, but the universe honors when we take action. You know, there's that saying, it's hard to steer a parked car. So at least the car is in motion. If you're talking to 2 people a day, you might talk to Joe and Sally today, and next week Martha phones you, but you're stimulating the energy in the universe. And I have done experiments with my clients who are distressed and need business right away. And I can tell you that the longest it has ever taken to see a result on their actions has been 9 days. If you will do at least 2 actions a day, and listen, if you feel like doing more, you go ahead if you have the ideas, but at least 2 a day, the longest it has ever taken me or a client who's done the experiment, 9 days. You're gonna have action and you're gonna have business from that. So, there's my business quick tip for you today. I hope you'll take up the challenge, put some rocks on your desk, take the actions, call 2 leads a day, and you will build up $1 million business. Will it happen overnight? Come on. But Will it happen in a year or two? Tony Robbins always says we overestimate what we can accomplish in 1 year, but we underestimate what we can accomplish in a decade. And I know that's very true, and I'm sure you do too. So I hope that helps. And if you would like a resource, I do have a biz quiz. So if you email me, sue@suestyles.com, happy to email you. It's just a quiz. You can rate yourself in 8 key areas and see where you are falling short in your business. They're sort of like KPIs, 8 key performance indicators. So really interesting. That's there for you. And tune into the next episode where I'm going to talk about the 3 most important things you wish you did before you started your own business. And I know I sure did. But if you haven't done them yet, better late than never. So I hope that helps. Tune in next time. Thanks for listening today. Bye for now.
Buy with style, sell with Sue. It's your move.